All right, let's move on to Israel, Ryan, in this I-24 report about the UAE and the land bridge for Gaza aid.
Right. So if your behavior has managed to frustrate the United Arab Emirates, you've gone awfully far. So Israel, because of the blockade of the Red Sea carried out by the Houthis, has seen tremendous economic damage being done to its economy broadly. And so what they have been able to do is they teamed up with Saudi Arabia, Jordan, UAE, and other Arab partners to create basically a land bridge that can help to keep goods flowing back and forth. The UAE is now saying that if Netanyahu doesn't start allowing in significant amounts of aid to Gaza, the UAE is going to pull out of this land bridge accord, which could collapse the entire thing. The Emiratis have been probably the most loyal Arab state to the Israelis over the last decade or so. They have less of a population to worry about than Saudi Arabia, who has been kind of the second most loyal to Israel over, say, the last 10 decades. The leadership of the UAE was extremely tight with Jared Kushner and basically helped to broker the Abraham Accords across the entire region. To have them coming out this publicly and saying that if Israel doesn't change course, it's going to sever this crucial economic tie is something they really need to pay attention to. Mohammed bin Zayed, the head of the UAE, is in this article saying that he refused to meet with Netanyahu recently, which is, and we had reported back in 2017 that Kushner, Netanyahu, Mohammed bin Salman, Mohammed bin Zayed were all texting each other on WhatsApp and had this real tight relationship that went around the state apparatus, and was one of the things that helped them build towards the Abraham Accords. That now MBZ wouldn't even meet with Netanyahu,
right?
I think shows you how far Israel's standing has fallen in the region in service of this starvation policy. What's your read on what type of pressure from around the world is going to have any influence on Israel's willingness or unwillingness to allow aid in?
I mean, I think it's also just an incredible statement on how poorly the United States has handled diplomatically the situation, and then even obviously the substance of the policy, which is another question. But if we're just talking about pure diplomacy and how the United States has sort of liked to see itself as the leader, that's
UAE. These are our guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's I think a pretty damning.
If we're losing the UAE, we don't have anybody.
It's a pretty damning indictment of how the Biden administration has brokered these negotiations. Israel's furious with Biden, and we'll see what happens in that relationship. But obviously, Netanyahu went on Fox and Friends this week to kind of talk a little smack about Biden, and now, to your point about the UAE slipping away.
Hey, if you liked that video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Breaking Points.
If you want to see the rest of Counterpoints, go to breakingpoints.com to become a premium member and get the full uncut show every morning in your inbox and on Spotify.
Help us build independent news and get the full show every morning at breakingpoints.com.